Grumpy old man here. Firstly, apologies. I didn't give any prior warning that there wasn't going to be a video for 2 weeks, and I sincerely apologise about that. I should have just put a quick post up that I hadn't got any content. So in the meantime, I've been able to create quite a bit of content. The problem being mainly is I've been busy on lots of other stuff that needed my attention, not necessarily car stuff. So, DIY, destroy it yourself, all that type of stuff. So I've been trying to catch up on all the little jobs and some bigger jobs that needed attending to. So consequently, that reduced my time that I could spend doing any car content. And of course, when I did have the time, it was chucking it down. So, and of course, as you can see in the background behind me, the Jag lives in the garage. I never leave that out in the rain. It doesn't even get driven in the rain. We're in September now. It's going to be sawned the end of this month because don't take it out in the winter. So I haven't got anywhere dry to work on my cars. So it's all outside, and unfortunately we've just had a lot of rain. I still haven't cracked on with the crusty Romeo. I am working my way to digging into that and getting a lot more done to it, because to be honest, it's just sat on the drive all summer. Could do with the space really. And also I've been jumping around doing all sorts of stuff, here and there. So the videos are going to be a little bit bitty. There's going to be just jumping backwards and forwards on different little jobs on the cars, mostly the BMW, I think. I can't even remember what I filmed. But anyway, my producer and editor, my son, he'll be dealing with all that. And there's a little bit of footage coming where I've done some work on my mate's Peugeot 406 estate. I didn't get much filming done. It was only rear shock absorbers that I was changing. I thought I'd just put a little bit in there what I was doing. It was a job that was quite easy actually. There was no rusty nuts and bolts. It all came apart and went back together perfectly. So that was a dead easy job. But I just done a little bit of filming, not lots of it. So that's just something I'm throwing in. So any content I could make, that I filmed, So now I'm in a position where we've got enough content to make 3 videos. So if I'm in a position where I can't create any content, I've got a couple of videos to fall back on. Hopefully I can try and keep them in the bag, because it's always good to have. So if we do have bad weather, or I've got some other little odd jobs I need to do, I've got videos that we can put in. So just looking at the date on my clock, 16th today. So the 18th, Thursday. Well, actually, you're going to see me telling you this on Thursday. Anyway, so apologies. I think in future, if I'm in a position where I haven't got any content, I'll let you know in advance. Yeah, just carry on watching. Morning and welcome to One Grumpy Old Man and his classics. So this morning, be a bit of car Jenga. because I'm a bit tight on space, I need to jivvy a few cars around so I can get to work on the Alfa, which is tucked right over the back there, and I need that here. There you go. I need it here, outside the garage. So I'm going to have to jivvy a lot of cars around. Let's do that. This is the side of the crusty Romeo I haven't touched yet. So this is the passenger side. You can see we've got a lot of flaking underbody sealant that needs addressing. So underneath all of this, where this has failed over the years, just left bare metal. So there's no holes here as such, it's just all failed sealant, and it's like a sort of a body strengthening section. So all this needs to be stripped right back as far as needed, just to get all this off until we get back to sound metal, I suppose. And then all this can be rust treated, and then a new application of underbody sealant, you know, some body shorts, put some rust treatment on this, clear all this off, and then as we move outwards, this is what's left of the bottom of the front wing. So I'm going to have to cut this out. Don't know how far I'm going to have to go here, because this side is a lot worse than the driver's side in this respect of the wing. I don't know if we've got a hole. This is continuation. So from the front wing, we've got all this to deal with up to here. I believe that's a Torx head bolt that holds the bottom part of the wing on to the body, because I think they're bolt-on wings. And then we've got all this weak metal here. So this is going to have to be cut out from along there, and then down and round and along. And we'll cut all this rust out, let a new plate in. Bearing in mind I've got to keep this suede line intact. We'll have the same issue with the bottom of the wing. I managed to do it on the driver's side. Let's go and have a look at the back. So bizarrely, this side of the car, the rear section of the rear section of the sill is perfect, where the other side it was rusty along here underneath and up along the top, but we've got no rust at all left hand side of the car at the rear, but we did on the right. And now at the front, where we've just seen on the passenger side, we've got a bit of rusty seal, but not the other side. And this section on the other side was like to do a little repair, but this side doesn't need it. This side needs to be, again, all this loose underbody seal needs to be thoroughly cleaned off, rust treated and body shortsed. Yeah, the exhaust pipe looks a bit crusty, but I think it's serviceable. It just looks bad. I'm not sure about that. It looks like that's broken away. Might have to put some sort of clamp around that, because I think, yeah, it looks like that's corroded away there. So rather than trying to weld that, I'll just put a clamp around that to make it more secure. But more importantly, the other side, I don't know if you can just about see it, where I've done the repair, the other side just about managed to keep the shape of the floor where I repaired it best I could, rather than just a flat plate. But this side doesn't seem to be so rusty as the other side. That's just all loose sealant that's come off. So there's that again, that all needs cleaning off. These are brake pipes here. These have obviously been changed in the past, because these are not originals. They're too wobbly, if you know what I mean, to be the originals, and they're copper, so they've been changed in the past, which is good, saves me a job. But yeah, there is a hole here. Okay, we can see that. Let's pull some of this off. So we have a hole there. Okay, you can see where the MOT tester is marked with this chalk. So again, all this is going to be cleaned off, ground back, see how far back the damage is. We look okay there. Yep, we do have a hole here. There we go. That looks like that can be quite an easy repair, actually. Again, we've got all this loose underbody sealant. I mean, until I get the old grinder out and start cleaning this back, we won't know. See, this is where it all starts. See that there? I thought these had bungs in the floor, but they weren't bungs. They were like, they're pressings in the bodywork that are just sort of exposed, I suppose, to let any water out if any got in there. And then, of course, over a period of time, these just rust, and this is the result. This goes rusty, and you end up with this. So that bit's good. I mean, like I said, I need to really peel all this off and have a really good look. So again, until I get the carpet up as well and see what's going on the other side, I won't know. But this has, I believe, I've only got to cut that piece out and put a nice shaped bit of metal in, and I believe the same this side, just a nice shape there. So this side is not so severe as the other side, which is quite nice. So anyway, there's going to be a lot of scraping and clearing off. So I've got my torch under here just to get a bit of light on so we can see what's going on. And this was the same the other side. It's not rusty, but the sealant is failing. So I should do the same as the other side. I should just scrape and peel all this off not by hand. I'll use a scraper. Do 2 times, see like that. See, it's just where the moisture's got between the body and this really thick sealant, and it's failed, has caused all this, and this is what's caused the rust. So not so bad this side. I think the front, the lower wing, and just that little bit of seal area is going to be not tricky, but won't be too bad. But then again, just clearing up and rust treating. Let's have a look at this bit here. So yeah, see, look, see how it's all just peeling off. There's a little bit of damage there. It's probably incorrect jacking of the car in the past, but that can all be wire brushed up on me grinder. Would clean all that back, rust proof it thoroughly, and re-body shorts it. See, these here, this is the problem. This is what's happened on the rear footwells. These like exposed slits in the body, the sealant's failed, they then go rusty, and left unchecked you just end up with holes, and that's what's happened. Anyway, you can see what's the next stage is going to be. Another bizarre thing. So earlier on I grabbed hold of the exhaust to check on like the rubbers, how secure they were. Don't know if this will pick it up, but listen to this. That thing is full of water. That back box is just full of water. Condensation, just a build up of condensation where it's been standing around since the beginning of the year, and that's all I can assume. But that'll probably will dissipate once the car's up to temperature, and the exhaust heat will burn it off, unless I can stick something down there and extract it out with my fluid extraction tool. Not sure if that's going to be possible. We'll have a look. Something I've put off for a little while, this electric aerial has always been bugging me. I've tried tightening this up and it's as tight as it'll go, but it seems to be a bit of play. I find it a little bit annoying, and it's all a bit loose anyway, so I think take this bracket off. There's a screw that goes up through the bottom of this bracket down the bottom here, and undo this nut at the top and see why we got all this play at the top, because I'm worried about now we're coming into autumn and then winter. I don't want to get any chance of water leaking through anywhere, so probably a good idea to have a look at this now, find out why we got all this play on here. So let's undo this and have a look. sure that's a self tapper in there. There's no nut on the back. Yeah, that's just self tapped in there. So that's an earth. I mean, the wiring's not its best. I mean, it's got 2 joins in it. I don't know why they've done that, because I suppose, well, actually, let's have a look, because we might be able to make a better job of this. Actually, let's undo this. It's all a bit Heath Robinson. Let's just slide that back in there. That goes like that. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm going to redo that, because that's just stupid. Look, you've got this, that's the earth, then there's this bit just taped in here to give it, well, it's probably about 1 inch too short and about 2 foot too long. So let's redo that and make a better job of it, because I don't like that. So what I just, oh, I can see now, look. So this aerial has obviously got something missing or something broken in the past, because you wouldn't have two washers stuck together. Whether this is not the right application, so what it needs, it's going to need at least another washer in there. That, not sure where that goes. I don't think that is off the aerial, so I'm going to have to look to put another spacer in there, so it makes it, this part, a little bit shorter, so then I can tighten down on it. Let me go and rummage through my odds and sods, see what I can find. A little bit of progress has been made. I managed to find, I couldn't find a proper fitting for this amongst all my stuff. I know I've got some odds and sods from old aerials and that, but I've had to find another washer that I've fitted on top of the 2 that are already in there that I previously showed you. So this is the only way, I think, forward at the moment, and I haven't tightened it up fully yet, because I need to make sure I get this bit in the right place. I'm just going to put this screw back in first. I thought this was a self-tapping bolt, but it's not. They've actually used the bolt that holds 1/2 of the solenoid onto the body of the car for the fuel flap. So this is okay. Just going to make sure I get it back in there now. There we go. Because this bracket that supports the aerial was loose, so I've tightened that up as well at the bottom of the aerial, so hopefully it's going to keep it in a, stop all this movement that it had. So, and I'm going to and I've undone that, I don't know if you can see it, this earth wire that was about 3 foot long. I've actually taken that off. I need to put a connection on there so I can re-earth it there. That's the actual, so that there's so much wire on here, it's ridiculous. It has got an inline fuse, that's okay. I don't know what that is there. Anyway, I need to go and get a connection to put on there, like this one. Go and get a you can see that, go and get a new one of them. Crikey, the size of that. Anyway, and then I can re-earth it down there where it was earthed before. These can be plugged back together, and then we can see if it doesn't work afterwards, can't we? Anyway, that's all back together. Obviously not tightened yet. Let me go and get a earth connection to the end of that wire. Well, thanks very much for watching this video. So as always, like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, click the notification bell so you'll get advance warning of an up and coming video, and see you in the next one. Bye.